A collapsed lifter costs $3,000 to $8,000. That tapping at cold idle is that lifter dying. Some GMC engines never had the part. I will show you the sticker that proves it. That tapping sound at idle is where the story starts. Owners hear it and reach for a thicker oil. They swear the noise gets quieter, so they believe they fixed it. They did not. The part that makes that sound is a specialized hydraulic lifter, the kind that switches your V8 down to 4 cylinders to save fuel. On the engines that have it, that lifter is a known failure point. Here is the mechanism. That lifter has to pump up and hold pressure, then release, then pump up again, thousands of times per drive. Engage, disengage, engage, disengage. When oil pressure gets inconsistent, the lifter starts cycling on the wrong pressure. Not zero pressure, inconsistent pressure. That is almost worse, because it partially engages, partially fails, and the wear accelerates every mile. A shop composite I see over and over goes like this. A 5.3 comes in ticking. Owner already changed the oil twice. We drain it, and the pan has metallic grit in the bottom. Oil that smells burnt. That roller can lock up and grind the camshaft lobe. Now you are not replacing a lifter. You are replacing lifters, a camshaft, pushrods, sometimes more. If you hear a persistent tick with metal in the oil, do not keep driving it. You will send debris through the whole engine. Here is the other thing most owners do not know. DFM, the newer system that replaced AFM, on the 5.3-liter L84 and the 6.2-liter L87 starting around 2019 did not solve the problem. It made it worse in one specific way. AFM deactivated 4 of the 8 lifters. DFM uses all 16 lifters in the deactivation cycle. More lifters cycling means more opportunities for inconsistent pressure to cause a collapse. Owners have reported DFM lifter failures at lower mileage than the original AFM failures. So if someone tells you the newer trucks fixed the problem, that is not accurate. The hardware changed. The failure mode did not go away. Total cost to understand this? Nothing. Dealer service on a collapsed lifter job, $3,000 to $8,000, and that is an estimate that needs verification, but multiple shops land in that range. You save the entire repair by buying the right engine. But which engines simply do not have that part? Start with the diesel. The 3.0-liter Duramax is the first clean target on this list. This is an inline 6-turbo diesel, and it does not have AFM or DFM. Neither system. There is no cylinder deactivation lifter in it to collapse, because the hardware was never installed. That is the whole point of this video. The failure mode I just described physically cannot happen on an engine that never had the part. Now let me be fair, because I do not sell fairy tales. This engine still has automatic stop-start, and there have been service bulletins tied to this diesel that you should ask about before buying. I am not going to pretend it is immortal. Standard wear still exists on any engine. What I am telling you is the specific deactivation lifter collapse that kills half-ton gas V8s is off the table here. To verify it, you read the engine RPO code on the sticker and confirm it is the diesel. That is it. Total cost to confirm, nothing but 2 minutes with a flashlight. Dealer service on the lifter job you are avoiding, $3,000 to $8,000. Estimate that needs verification. You save that entire bill by matching one code. Prefer gas? There is a V8 with zero deactivation too, and it is the real truck answer. The 6.6-liter gas V8 in the 2,500 and 3,500 trucks is my favorite spotting target on this whole list. Here is the part I genuinely respect. GM built this engine without cylinder deactivation on purpose. No AFM, no DFM. Their own engineers left the hardware out because heavy-duty customers prioritize longevity over fuel savings. 3/4-ton and 1-ton trucks fall under less strict emissions class requirements, so GM had no reason to add the deactivation system. No hardware, no failure mode. That is the entire thesis of this video sitting in one engine. This is a full-time V8 that never drops to 4 cylinders and never has a deactivation lifter to lose. Now here is the trade, and it is a real one. Fuel economy runs somewhere around 12 to 17 miles per gallon, depending on how you drive it. That is the price of a full-time V8. If your job is towing and durability, that is a price worth paying. To verify, confirm it is a 2500 or 3500 gas truck with the L8T engine code on the sticker. Here is a driveway check you can do before you even start the engine. Pop the hood and find the valley of the engine, the top center area between the cylinder banks. An AFM engine has a ribbed lifter oil manifold assembly with solenoids and electrical connectors sitting right on top. A clean engine, including the L8T, has a smooth valley cover with none of that hardware. You do not need a sticker to see the difference. The visual is obvious once you know what you are looking for. Total cost to confirm, nothing. Dealer service on the lifter failure you cannot have here, $3,000 to $8,000. Estimate that needs verification. You save the whole repair. But what about the half-ton V6? Not every one of those is safe. Here is where buyers get burned by an assumption. Most people think any 4.3-liter V6 is automatically clean because it is a V6. It is not. GM offers a 4.3-liter with the code LV1 in the Chevy Express and GMC Savannah vans, and that version omits AFM clean engine. But the closely related 4.3 in the trucks, the code LV3, appears on the AFM list. Same displacement, same engine family. Two completely different deactivation stories. If you read the ad and it just says 4.3, you know nothing yet. You have to read the exact V6 RPO code, not the displacement. The van LV1 is a spotting target. The truck LV3 is not. Owner forums document this confusion regularly. A buyer sees a used Savannah van with the 4.3 and assumes the engine is the same as the one in his buddy is Sierra. He buys the Sierra thinking it is equally clean. The RPO codes tell a completely different story. 2 minutes with a flashlight on the glovebox sticker is the entire difference between buying right and buying a problem. That is the entire lesson of this one. Total cost to check. Nothing but reading 3 characters. Dealer service on the lifter job an LV3 can hand you. $3,000 to $8,000. Estimate that needs verification. You save the repair by reading the code instead of the badge. Even the newest 5.3 trucks have a delete version now, and one of them showed up almost by accident. If reading one RPO code can save you $8,000, subscribe. Weekly breakdowns, same focus. This next one is a hidden gem sitting on used lots right now, and most buyers walk straight past it. Beginning in March of 2021, during the chip shortage, GM built trucks without the deactivation software and flagged them with the RPO code YK9, which means not equipped with cylinder deactivation. Here is the strange part. The internal deactivation components and wiring are still physically in there. The software and chips to run the system are not, so the hardware sits dormant, doing nothing, unable to cycle a lifter into failure. According to a GM service bulletin, that YK9 code is how you confirm it. The information gap here is brutal for buyers who do not know. Picture 2 identical-looking 2022 Sierras on the same lot. One is a standard truck with the deactivation risk. One is a YK9 with none of it. A buyer who does not know the code pays the same money for both, or worse, walks away from the clean one and buys the risky one. Owners who received these trucks even got a small window sticker credit for the missing feature, roughly $50, though treat that as an estimate that needs verification. To find one, you hunt for RPO code YK9 on the sticker or the build sheet. Total cost to verify, nothing. Dealer service on the lifter failure YK9 cannot produce, $3,000 to $8,000, estimate that needs verification. You save the entire repair, and you might grab a clean truck nobody else on the lot recognized. And for 2026, GM finally built a delete on purpose. For the 2026 model year, GM introduced something new, a DFM delete variant for the 5.3-liter L84 engine, identified by the 8th digit of the VIN being the letter E. This is a limited production version that removes the cylinder deactivation hardware and puts standard high durability lifters in its place. This is the first time GM built a delete intentionally from the factory instead of by accident. Now here is the catch, and I will be direct. This is a limited rollout, aimed at fleet buyers first, and retail availability is not confirmed. Do not walk into a dealer assuming you can order one off the lot. The move that matters is verification. Check the 8th digit of the VIN on a 2026 5.3. If it is the letter E, you are looking at the delete. If it is not, you are looking at a standard deactivation truck, no matter what the salesman says. Total cost to check one VIN digit, nothing. Dealer service on the lifter job. This delete is designed to prevent $3,000 to $8,000. Estimate that needs verification. You save the entire repair. Now here is how you verify any of these in 10 seconds. This is the most important part of the whole video, so stay with me. Every engine I named means nothing until you prove it on the specific truck in front of you. Never buy on the ad. Step 1. Open the glove box and find the RPO sticker, sometimes called the SPID sticker. It lists the engine code. If you see LC9 or LMG, that is AFM, walk or price in the repair. Step 2. Cross-check the code against what you learned today. Diesel LM2, gas L8T, van LV1, or the YK9 flag all mean clean. Step 3. If it is a 2018 or newer truck, that glove box sticker may be missing entirely. In that case, ask the dealer for a build sheet showing every RPO code. Step 4. If it is a 2026 5.3, read the 8th VIN digit for the letter E. Step 5. If you can pop the valley cover or find a photo of it, an AFM engine has a ribbed lifter oil manifold with solenoids and connectors. A clean engine has a smooth valley cover. I do this on every half-ton gas V8 before a customer writes a check. Recently, a buyer swore his 2022 Sierra was a normal 5.3. We pulled the glove box sticker. It read YK9. He had a clean truck and did not even know it. That build sheet from the dealer runs roughly $50, an estimate that needs verification. Total cost to verify, nothing to about $50. Dealer service on the engine you did not inspect, $3,000 to $8,000 and up. Estimate that needs verification. That $50 build sheet is the cheapest insurance policy on a 5-figure truck you will ever buy. Here is the whole thing in one line. Every engine on this list either has the deactivation lifter installed or it does not. That is the only question that matters. The diesel, the 6.6 gas, and the van 4.3 never had the hardware. The YK9 trucks and the 2026 Delete had it removed or disabled. Either way, no deactivation lifter means no deactivation lifter failure. The tick that kills these V8s before 300,000 miles comes from one specific part, and the engines that go the distance are the ones that never had it. Confirm the code. Keep the truck to 300,000. Tell me which engine your GMC has and how many miles are on it. I read everyone.